Hi Pisces, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Pisces, in today's reading, I'm going to give you a couple of the oracle cards. Going to do a reading and then clarify it. So let us get started on your reading and see what's going on. Take what resonates with you, Pisces, and leave the rest. This is for Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. All right, Pisces. Let's see. And you have impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. So I feel like at times that you may have your energy blocked, or you need to get grounded or clear your energy. If you see on this card, you know, you look at the path, he's on the path, but then all of a sudden he's got a brick wall right in front of him, like he's blocked. So really clear your energy when you can, okay? You have the faraway places, get ready for new horizons. So I feel like you are definitely going towards something different, something new, new experiences, new beginning, new cycles. It's beautiful. Love it. Love it. All right. So Pisces, let's get started on your reading. I don't know why I said that. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. All right. One card for the current for Pisces for their highest good. Decision. You have the Seven of Pentacles here. I feel like you need to be realistic, that you're wanting a lot of different things, but just need to be realistic about everything that's going on. Really be realistic about your choices also. Wanting a lot of different things. You could also be feeling like being pulled in different directions also. One for the situation. Queen of Wands. I feel like you need to do your own thing, and I feel like you're not to let anyone, find your courage and not let anyone take whatever it is that you're wanting to create away from you. Like, don't let nobody get in the way of or stop you from creating what it is that you're wanting to create or do. One for the past or now. You have the Lovers card here. The Lovers is talking about there could have been some kind of attraction or some kind of decision that you were contemplating about. We'll see. One for what's hidden. Trusting your intuition with the High Priestess. Really trust your intuition. Really get grounded so you can trust your intuition and use it, okay? You have that inner knowing, Pisces, definitely. One for the hopes and fears. Wow. Walking away from something, going in a new direction, definitely. I see it here because it came out on your oracle too, so there's a lot here, okay? Leaving something behind, something that has finished, something that has ended, going in a new direction, just going towards something different. One for what you need to do now. Definitely in your mind a lot. You have the Nine of Swords here. Really overwhelmed, really overthinking about something. Very in your mind constantly. One for the what you need to work on. Like you've been carrying a lot of things on your shoulders, you know, trying to do this, trying to do that. I feel like you need to set boundaries also. Something that you're needing to work on. One for the outcome. The Nine of Pentacles. Wow, nice. So the Nine of Pentacles is talking about you being very independent, knowing how to do things, and you definitely do. Really trust yourself. Really trust on the decisions that you're making, you know, how you're doing things. Really put your energy into things that are going to make you happy and walk away from things that are not going to make you happy, okay? Like if there's something there that's just you're just not happy with, it's time to walk away from it. All right, so at the end of the tarot deck, you did get the Empress. Really have gratitude for the things that are around you. Feel like there's abundance coming towards you. There is definitely a lot of ideas you're having. Could be pregnant. Somebody could be pregnant around you also. Then you have the Queen of Pentacles. Definitely some kind of abundance coming in. Really take it easy. Nurture yourself. You know, really take the time to slow down. Yeah, the Page of Swords. Try not to jump to conclusions. Really see the truth about everything that's going on also. Like really just don't rush into something really quickly. Really take your time with things. I feel like you're contemplating some kind of decision here. Definitely trying to figure things out. Wow. All right, so let's see what's going on. Pisces, do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Why is the Seven of Cups here for Pisces? Wow. So, so I feel like with the Seven of Cups here, I do feel like you are definitely contemplating some kind of decision. And I feel like you really need to be realistic with the choices that you're making also, okay? Because you're definitely making a decision. Right now, you're reminiscing about things, you know, about back home or home, about your siblings, just being very nostalgic right now. I feel like you're also going through this healing that's coming through. Somebody could be coming back to visit you. Could be a sibling. Somebody from your past is coming back. Remember to think positive, and I feel like the sun is shining on you, that you're going to have a lot of happy times and start feeling happy and useful and loved, and that nothing's going to bring you down. Okay, so that's very nice. I love that. It's like you can do anything. With this card, it comes out and you're going to be feeling, you're just going to be feeling good. You're going to be feeling like, you know what, it's not a bad day. Nothing's going to go wrong, you know, having that enthusiasm here. So it's nice. I love that. Very nice. You're going to be very joyful, very happy. And then you have the Queen of Wands in the situation. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Definitely a lot of changes coming through. You know, try not to let anybody bring you down or stop you from becoming or doing what you're wanting to do. I feel like you need to find your courage and your confidence to continue to keep going forward no matter what. That even though there's been changes, because you have the Wheel of Fortune, there are cycles coming to a close, but also a lot of change coming through. The wheel is turning forward, so just know that your luck could be changing for the better. But I feel like it's situation here, so I feel like, you know, at times that you feel like you're not receiving what you're wanting, but I feel like you will. Okay. I also feel like things are going to change for you, because there's cycles here that are coming to a close. And also too, you know, like, don't let anybody take your light away from you. Stop caring so much about what other people think or say. You have the Ten of Wands here, and the Ten of Wands is definitely talking about, you know, you take on a lot, Pisces. You take on a lot of activities. You take on a lot of emotions. You know, you're just taking it all in. And I feel like you need to start setting boundaries now. You know, things have to change to where you're not going to be overly stressed or stressed out about a lot of things. And it's time to set boundaries. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So really set boundaries, because there's a lot more change coming through. Cycles are coming to a close. Okay. You have the Lover's card here. There could be a decision that you're making. I feel like you need to trust the process on something. I feel like you could be making a decision on somebody very close to you or a relationship. But definitely trust the process on things. It could also be some kind of attraction here to somebody, or you could have an attraction to someone, or somebody could be having an attraction towards you. There's some kind of attraction here. Definitely divinely guided, but I feel like you're making decisions. Okay, so just know that. You do have the High Priestess here for what's hidden. And why is the High Priestess here? Wow, you came into your own reading. Look at that. The moon's here. All right. So the High Priestess is here. Really use your intuition on things. Really trust that inner knowing. I feel like there's so many things that you could do if you would only trust your intuition. And that's what they're saying. You know, really start trusting your intuition. Because at times, there are times that you're not really seeing very clearly. There are times that you can't see, you know, or concentrate really well as you should be. And they're asking you you let your emotions get in the way of a lot of things here. And I feel like you really need to concentrate on your intuition and try to use your intuition on things, okay? We also are going into a full moon tomorrow for Sagittarius. It's a Sagittarius full moon, so just know that could also be making you feel like you're not really trusting your intuition or using your intuition also. But I do feel like you need to trust your intuition and use it. because you also have the Page of Cups here, and all these cards, they all point to using your intuition. They're asking you to pursue your dreams, to pursue what it is that you're wanting to create, wanting to do. Pay attention to your dreams also at night, because I feel like there is also intuitive messages that are trying to come through. Really look at them. Really try to connect the dots with them, because there's something here that they're wanting to say to you. Your guides, your intuition, your inner knowing is trying to get, some kind of message to you. Really follow your heart on things also. You have the Eight of Cups down here, and why is the Eight of Cups here? One more card. Wow, look at that. So so you start off with the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is definitely talking about going in a new direction, not being in the same place anymore, knowing that that you can do better than where you're at. And that's what they're saying. They're asking you not to let your emotions get in the way of the decisions that you're making or the path that you're trying to go towards. Really know how to handle things, especially when you communicate with people. Try to communicate better. Try not to be kind of mean or harsh with people, okay? But I do feel like and they're also saying that don't let your emotions get in the way of the decisions that you're making, okay? So really keep your emotions away from how you're making your decisions. But I feel like you are knowing how to handle things, because you're definitely walking away from something. You have the Six of Swords here, and the Six of Swords is like, you don't want to deal with no more drama. You don't want to deal with no more obstacles. You just want to move forward and be happy, and that's exactly what you're doing. So just know that leaving something behind. Definitely just walking away, because you know your worth, you know your value, Pisces. So it's beautiful. I love that. These people, they just jumped into the thing. They didn't have no luggage. They didn't have anything. She just took her kid, and that was it. They were like, you know what? I'm just leaving. I ain't doing this anymore, and that was it. So that's you leaving something behind, because you don't want to deal with it no more. It's done. It's over with. You have the Nine of Swords here for what's hidden. I'm sorry, for what you need to do now. So the Nine of Swords is talking about, you're overthinking about a lot of things, because you have a lot on your shoulders right now. Thinking about this, you're thinking about that, you're worried about this, you're worried about that, you're worried about family, about this, about that, and you're really overthinking a lot, and they're trying to ask you to get grounded, to really clear your energy, because you do have that Black card here. So really clear that energy, okay? Go within. Take your time with things. Things are definitely going to come in, but it's in divine timing. Do have the Knight of Pentacles here, and the Knight of Pentacles is asking you to really trust yourself in everything that you're doing, the decisions that you're making. Really trust yourself. Everything takes time, okay? And it does. You are definitely moving towards happiness. Happiness is definitely here. You see these kids are happy, the family's happy, there's abundance here, and that's where you're moving towards. But you need to leave that behind, okay? Leave whatever it is. Have patience for everything, and just move forward. Go with the flow on things, okay? Trust it. Trust the process on everything. Nice. You have the Nine of Wands here. Why is the Nine of Wands here? One more card. All right, so you have the the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is definitely talking about really being very overwhelmed. I'm sorry, that's the Ten of Wands. Wow, you got it twice. And in the situation, and something you need to work on. So really you're feeling very overwhelmed, carrying a lot on your shoulders, feeling like you're wanting to give up. Really start setting those boundaries, you guys, because you're taking on a lot of energy, and that's what's creating your block, your intuition not to really focus. And I feel like you need to set boundaries. I feel like you need to stand your ground. Right now you're being very defensive, being very protective, not wanting anyone to hurt you, and I do believe that. But I feel like you need to stand your ground also. Like, don't let your emotions get in the way of things. Let other people help you also. You don't remember that you're not a machine. You can't do everything for everyone. You got to let other people help you, but you need to start setting boundaries, protecting yourself, protecting protecting on the things that you're doing, your mind, your soul, you know, how you're carrying so much on you, and it's time to like lessen the load, okay? Really start setting boundaries. Um, really believe in yourself also. I feel like you need to believe in yourself that you can create and do anything you want to. Like there are times that you don't talk as well to yourself as you should be. You really need to. Believe, have faith, you know, don't lose hope on anything. Whatever it is that you're wanting to create, whatever it is that you're wanting to do, believe that it's going to come through, okay? If you believe, it will. But there are times when you don't. You know, you give up right away. You feel like, you know, and it's because you have a lot on you. You really need to take care of that, okay? Set boundaries. I do feel like there is some kind of blessing coming in for you, but it's just like you need to really move away from all this um, overwhelmed. You're like carrying a lot on your shoulders right now. You have the Nine of Pentacles here, and why is the Nine of Pentacles here? From a card. Wow. So with the Nine of Pentacles here, I do feel like, you know, you know how to do things. You're very independent, you know. But you got to trust yourself on the things that you're doing, okay? You got to live in the moment and stop being so busy. You're very busy right now doing this, doing that for everyone, for everything. But you need to stop and enjoy life, okay? Really do. Things are going to change for you, definitely. You have the Death card, going through a huge transformation. You're not the same person that you used to be. Never. You have changed a lot, Pisces, but for the better. You know, you're going to start seeing things very clearly. You're going to start seeing things differently. So just know that, because changes are coming in. A lot of things that are that you used to do, you're not doing them anymore. You're walking away from a lot. Yeah, the King of Wands here. The King of Wands is definitely talking about going towards success, putting things in order, getting things done, and it's very nice. You know, new experiences coming in, going with the flow, going with the changes, moving towards what you're wanting to create and do. So it's beautiful. I love this. All right, Pisces. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to take time for yourself and set those boundaries, okay? And I'll see you next time. God bless.